Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shelly. Welcome. I would love for you to subscribe and come back. Today is a quickie video. I was just watching some news about the Nancy Guthrie case, the kidnapping. Yeah, they said that they detained some guy, Luke Daly, and another woman named Kayla, and they were detained by SWAT, and long story short, he was released. The guy was released. The woman's still in jail on unrelated charges. Apparently they are ex-convicts or whatever, but they're no closer to finding that poor woman today than they were 3 weeks ago when this whole thing started. It is just mind-boggling to me, right? 84 years old, this poor woman dragged straight out of her house in the broad daylight, right? And nobody can find, well, I don't know if it was early morning or I think it was in the morning, but it's just so scary to think, right? Especially at our age now, right? We're not kids anymore. Like, yeah, any little bump in the night or this or that, maybe if the husband out there, go check that out, right? It's just really, really scary. And I look at people who live alone, like, my youngest daughter is autistic and she loves being alone and everything. And it scares me, right? You want to make sure they have, mace or tasers or this or that or things to protect themselves, ring cameras, extra locks, a dog, just things to make us as safe as possible. And it's frightening. I have not followed this case very tightly. Like I said, I'm loosely following it. If you want more in-depth, like what's been going on, you can check out my son-in-law's channel, Fugitive TV. Yes, that was a plug for my son-in-law, but definitely, no, seriously, he's like really good. He's really good at this kind of thing, and he's been following this. So if you want the really deep details, you could check him out. But yeah, I do think a lot about security. Like I said, I have a friend who's like 62 years old, just getting divorced, and I just would be so scared, right? I'm not kidding. I'm a wimp. Okay, I'm a wimp. I'll say it, right? I guess somebody looks a little too dodgy or shady to me, I ain't opening that door. It's just, you ain't coming in. Like, I'm very, very cautious, and the older I get, like, I'm seeing the more diligent, I guess, I am about who I let in and what I do and that type of thing. But yeah, this poor lady, 84 years old, they didn't take her medications with them, so we don't know. I mean, it's been 3 weeks. I'm praying, God willing, she gets home safe, but I feel like every day that ticks by is worse, and it's just so, so sad. This poor woman, right? And security is a huge, I mean, this woman had a lot of security, right? And she's living in a very affluent area. And it really calls into question our security, right? Like, what if you don't live in that bougie area, or you don't have all this money and security or whatever the issue, and they still managed to drag that poor lady out of her house? Like, that's just frightening to me. I don't know how her family is coping. It must be awful. I can't even imagine it. But anyway, do you guys have like certain security or things that you do as we get older, like for safety reasons, right? I have a friend in Colorado, and she was telling me that, she was getting ring cameras and things, and, they have other, other means of protection. And so if you're watching, hey girl. Anyway, but yeah, definitely, it's a scary thing. And I hope they find Nancy Guthrie safe and bring her home, and she's okay. And that's my prayer for that. In any case, that was just my quickie update. I know that SWAT detained this couple. They are ex-convicts. He was interviewed and released. The man, Luke Daly, Luke somebody, and then the woman, Kayla something. Like I said, I'm sorry, I can't remember the name. She's being held in jail on unrelated charges for something else. I just read this like 7 hours ago, so I think that's current. I'm pretty sure that's current, but anyway, let me know what you guys do, like what you think. What do you think about this case? This poor lady, right? my heart just hurts for her. I'm 63 and I couldn't imagine being, you know, dragged up out of my house. And the terror alone, she must have gone through or may still be going through, you know, God forbid. So in any case, let me know your thoughts, and you guys stay safe and you have a good day. Thanks. Bye.